have a novated lease and also want to buy a house, before you start house hunting, you need to know exactly how this lease is going to affect your borrowing capacity. And in this video, I'm going to explain how and what you can do moving forward. Picture this. You earn $130,000 a year. You've got a great credit score, you've got really good savings, you're in a really good position. Now, on the other hand, your coworker also applies for a home loan. He's also got the same income, same deposit, but he's able to borrow more. Why is that? The difference here is your coworker chose to buy their car outright, whilst you have decided to buy a brand new 2025 Kia Hybrid for $75,000 on a novated lease. You know, the one with the Bluetooth mirrors, the seat warmers, the automatic door closing, and that novated lease, the bank is 100% looking at it. What is a novated lease, you might ask? A novated lease is a financial agreement between yourself and your employer for the purchase of a new car and the expenses of a car that comes directly out of your salary every cycle. This is often done using something called pre- and post-tax deductions. The main benefit of a novated lease, why people do it, is because it reduces your taxable income at the end of the year. Great for tax purposes, not so much for borrowing. Different lenders will assess novated leases differently, but this is how I, as a broker, would assess it using real numbers. Firstly, novated lease pre- and post-tax deductions are noted clear as day on your pay slips. You cannot hide it. There is no ambiguity here. So you bought a brand new Kia Hybrid for $75,000. Your pre-tax deductions are $550 a fortnight. Your post-tax deductions are $580 a fortnight over the next 5 years. On top of that, you also have a $20,000 balloon payment. A balloon payment is a large lump sum made at the end of the lease if you want to keep that vehicle. You also have a balloon payment if you want to reduce the ongoing novated lease repayments over 5 years. This essentially means that at the end of the 5-year lease, you either pay out the entire residual or you trade in the car and the cycle starts again. Now the fun part of calculating these deductions begins. Firstly, I look at your pre-tax deduction of $550 a fortnight and then I annualize it. That gives us $550 times 26 equals $14,300. Keep that figure in your head. Now that we have established that 1,400 figure, we now need to deduct that from your actual base salary of $130,000, which gives us $115,700. This means the actual salary we use for servicing is $115,700, not $130,000. This is one way novated leases strip usable income from you. The other way is through your post-tax deductions. Post-tax. Now, unlike pre-tax, we do not annualize the post-tax deductions, but we do convert it to a monthly figure, which roughly means 580 times 2 gives you 1,160. Now, once we have that figure, we now use that 1160 as an ongoing debt. This now sits alongside your other liabilities, such as your personal loans, credit cards, zip pays that are sucking your income. So the reality is your novated lease is doing two jobs against you. It lowers the income that we can use for serviceability, and it also adds in another debt that needs to be serviced. That's why your borrowing capacity can drop pretty quickly, even though these payments are very manageable for you. So where does this leave you exactly? Can you still buy a house? Yeah, you absolutely can. Can you still buy at the value you originally wanted? Well, that depends on 1, your income, and 2, how expensive your lease is. Because yes, at the end of the day, a novated lease definitely does deplete your borrowing, but it doesn't stop you from buying a house. Lender policies and a good broker really do make all the difference in this scenario when it comes to running an assessment. So, you've got a novated lease. Here's what you're going to do. If you already have a lease, you have it. You can't close it overnight. We're going to take it head on. We know the numbers. We know how to calculate it. We know the lenders that it works with. So we simply place it with a lender we know that can maximize your borrowing with the lease included. If you don't have a novated lease and you don't plan on buying a house anytime soon, go for it. But now you have a very good idea of how much it will impact your borrowing when you do apply for a home loan. A novated lease is not the end of the world. You still have options. If you have a novated lease, or you know anyone else who has a novated lease, clicking in the link in the description and booking in a free strategy session with me. As always, please like this if you found it helpful. Leave a comment, share, make sure to subscribe. See you next time.